A-Class, and guess what? Nurburgring is in open class lobbies, the regular ones now. So whenever you see a short length race, Nurburgring, NORDSCHLEIFE is now there. I'm so excited. I had to come try it. I'm in my Saline Mustang. I'm gonna pull over. Let's go have some fun. I miss driving this track so much, and now I can actually do it in regular open class lobbies and have some fun. Gonna go to the right of this NSX. Again, this track though is very difficult, very technical, very tight, very difficult to pass on. So let's see if I can make it all the way back into the top half of the field here. Oh my goodness. I quickly changed the gearing for this race just because I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to top out. So let's see how it goes. It's a little longer than I would like to run, but of course Nurburgring has a lot of top speed sections that you need a bunch of gearing for. Oh, BMW's a little wide. I'll give him that half of the track. That Formula Mazda is going to get eaten up here pretty hard on the straight, I think. Unfortunately, they pull in front of me, so I can't go anywhere. Gonna lift. Just try to avoid any incidents here while we're at it. Just coasting this whole time. This is a spot where I would love to be on my own because everyone goes very slowly through this next section, this next cornering section. It's a little too risky to pass there though, so I'll have to lift and coast. Oop, people in the wall. People in the dirt. People taking out other people. Can I get around? Can I get around? People coming back on the track. We're clear, kind of. Clear behind. Oh, can I get around the F40? This would be huge. First place has a big gap, so I've got to chase them down. It's been a while since I drove on Nurburgring. Luckily I got past that F40 on the NORDSCHLEIFE. But there are a few things that kind of feel a little bit different but don't look that much different, so it can kind of trick you with how tight some of these corners are and what speeds you can take them at compared to past games. But overall it's pretty similar, just prettier, little better to drive. Feels pretty great. Let's see if I can catch up to the leader here. Here's a spot where it feels a little tighter than it used to. That's one example. Mustang looking good on NORDSCHLEIFE here though. Of course this car has the V6 swap. Whoa, a little wide. Little wide. I'm curious to see if that car in the lead has less straight line speed than I do. I think it does. Yeah, it definitely does. So I have straight line speed on that car, which will make it easier to pass when the time comes. Hopefully the time comes. As long as I don't miss corners like that too much. I didn't really lose much time there though, so that's good. I was able to keep up my speed pretty well. Let me know in the comments, by the way, YouTube, what your favorite Mustang to drive in A-Class is. This is definitely one of them for me. I like a lot of the modern Mustangs in A-Class. I feel like some of the older Mustangs, I'd say like earlier than 2000, don't always feel the best when you bring them up this high. You can get away with the Fox body. The Fox body's not too bad. But the handling only goes so high on some of the older Mustangs, so they can be a little deceptive as far as what you can do with them. You can make them work for sure, but I think these modern Mustangs are quite strong with all the V6 swaps and that kind of stuff, and I like driving them. They drive great. Around the carousel, one of the most famous corners in the entire world. Catching pretty quick here, 1.8 back now. One of my favorite sections in all of racing, this entire back half of the NORDSCHLEIFE. is so fun to get right. When you get it wrong and you mess up your rhythm, you're in a lot of trouble, but if you get it right, the rhythm just feels so good through here. And I'm able to catch this guy pretty quick, too. A little too tight on the corner there. You want to stay off of those tall curbs. That corner is a little different as well. The runoff feels a lot different than it used to. Ah, here we go. Absolutely flying through this section. Alright, I'm going to check up now. Through this section, a lot of people play it safe because these jumps are... Oh my gosh, these jumps are really scary. And they can throw your car for a loop. Just playing it nice and safe behind this this person now. I don't really have to push it. Because I know I have straight line speed, so I don't really have to send any crazy passes here. Definitely just taking my time here, lifting coast. I might go for it right now. Yeah, I've got the power clear. There we go. There it is. Let's see how fast they are in my draft. That's one thing. Sometimes it's beneficial to wait to pass until to like not pass until you're on the straight. If your cars are pretty similar, you want the draft and you want the run and you want to be able to draft down the straight instead of getting drafted down the straight. That way you'll be able to pass them. So if you pass somebody where I passed the car in second place, if you're similar speed and they get draft on you, they could come back and pass you back. So sometimes it's good to wait and be patient, but I knew that my car had straight line speed and I wasn't too worried about it. Gonna play it safe through here. Don't need to push anything. Take it home for the win. First online race at Nurburgring, NORDSCHLEIFE is an easy dub. Not a huge gap, but I didn't really have to push it that hard. Last to first without too much effort there. Again, it wasn't that difficult. Luckily, there wasn't a whole bunch of people in this lobby. We had 13 players start, but it's still not easy to get through the field. Luckily, I was able to get through the field pretty early. Even though first place got a pretty big gap on the rest of the field, I was able to track them down and pass them, even using quite a bit of patience there. So good run. The Saline S302 did great on Nurburgring here.